If you travel down quiet Charlotte Street in Fredericton, you might spot this house. While the outside might look well decorated, the inside is even more spectacular. This is the home of Paleki Phaphapenua, an artist and medium. For him, this is something he's been working on since a young age.
I'm actually a fifth generation of my family, so for the spiritual medium side, so that was basically, like I say, from birth, but it would have been about 12 years old or so that I actually made the decision that that's the path that I wanted to pursue. So I began my training in my career kind of for that, kind of learning all the different skills and that necessary to be a medium.
After moving to Fredericton from South Africa at the age of 10, he worked with his mother to create his connections to the spirits.
There's different things. First of all, the main part that you have to learn is communication with your own personal spirit guides. So some people call it guardian angels, other people call it spirit guides. So basically what that is your guides are what you would call like your gatekeepers. So they're watching over your sessions for you, they're keeping track of your readings. And then what they'll do is they'll start attaching and bring in other spirits for you to communicate with as well. And then those spirits will be the ones that you're communicating with for clients that are coming. And then what I would have done is actually gone ahead and done a reading for my mother and bought information through for her that she knew that I wouldn't have known. And then she would have been able to say, yes, you're on the right track, or no, kind of thing like that, you know, keep focusing on this area. So that was basically where it was, and then I was able to start doing public readings.
While he has gone to school for massage therapy, he is now a priest in the pagan tradition and devotes himself to the Mother Goddess. His house is covered with art and religious symbols from every corner of the world.
My home is a lifelong collection, so it's things that I've just been fortunate enough by the grace of the goddess to be able to bring into my life and into my home kind of from around the world. I don't really have any one particular theme. The way that I do it is I'll normally pick one country a year that I love, so maybe it's my African year. And what I'll do is I'll spend that year collecting pieces from Africa or kind of different tribal pieces from there. Then the next year might be like a Polynesian year, so I'll collect Polynesian or Hawaiian pieces. So I've been fortunate in that sense that each year, because I kind of solely focus on that one theme, I'm able to collect things from that country or those areas, and then what I basically do is just kind of put it together into the house and mishmash it all together. So again, it's more, I like my house feeling like a spiritual temple for myself, so it's sacred pieces, sacred honorings, goddesses, gods, kind of different religious pieces from around the world, I guess.
With the tattoos on his face, you'd think people would judge him or be afraid, but actually, he takes it as an opportunity to educate people.
I don't find I tend to get a lot of negative reaction myself, and it really is, I am well known for the work that I do, so a lot of people already know what I look like, and a lot of people kind of who are already associating with me in that know what I'm like, how I look, everything in that. So myself, I don't really find I get a lot of negative reaction. I get a lot of, not confusion in a bad way, but people almost inquisitive. They more want to find out about me and why I sort of look the way that I look, or why I kind of dress the way that I dress, or have the image that I have. That's what I find more with people, is they're more interested in finding out about the tradition, in which case it gives me the opportunity to explain to them about the spiritual path that I follow and the work that I do.
Paleki has over 30 tattoos that represent his devotion to his religion. When it comes to mediums, he tells people to have an open mind.
Actually, I tell people to be skeptical. That's the first thing that I'll tell people. I'm probably the most skeptical psychic you're going to come across. I tell people you have to have a certain amount of skepticism, and that's the whole point of the reading. The person is supposed to be able to make you go, there's no way possible Paleki could have known that information coming in. Like, it's supposed to be so specific. And like I said, unfortunately, in this line of work, whether it be tarot cards, readings, angel work, anything like that, there are unfortunately a lot of people that, I'm not saying they're deliberately doing it, because I'm sure their intention's in the right place, but they might not have the skill set available in order to give the type of reading that the people are kind of expecting to be getting.
After over 20 years of work, Paleki doesn't know what his future holds, but he waits to be guided.
It's one of those, because of the type of work that I do and because I put my faith in the Mother Goddess, if she needs me to change in another direction next year, then that's kind of part of my path, that I'll trust the universe is lining me up in the right place that I need to go.
For Stu Journalism, I'm Kevin Lemieux.